and you find yourself walking along by the side of a river somewhere, or a lake maybe. It's a lovely warm day. The sun is shining, and there is fresh air blowing along, and there are flowers and insects, and it's the best day you've ever had. And as you walk along, you can somehow see yourself walking along, as if from a distance. You can see how you are dressed, how you walk, and you can read the thoughts of that person walking along, clear in your mind. You hear yourself think to yourself, how healthy you are now. How getting rid of that habit has made your lungs clean and clear. Because you know, for your long-term health, for your breathing, and the winter coming up, you need to have clear lungs. And you don't really enjoy that habit. You never did. And you know it makes you feel sick in your stomach. And it makes you feel horrible. And it used to cost you a lot of money. And now as you watch yourself walk along that road, you can hear yourself think about how you've now got more money, things you can buy, better health, a great future. You can see that you've lost weight. You can see that you're feeling good about yourself. Think about what you have gained and what you have actually given up. What you have given up is coughing, bad breath, smelly hair, dull skin, and what you have gained is really tasting coffee, really enjoying your food, being free to enjoy being with your friends again. Your eyes sparkle, your teeth are clean, and I wonder if you can feel a smile on your lips. And you look around, and everything reminds you of how you have changed. And you can be surprised over the next days and hours and weeks how little things you notice will surprise you, will remind you of how good you have changed and how good it is. And you can look forward to a long and healthy life. And as you walk along there, you find yourself outside a clinic, a hospice, some kind of private hospital, and you walk inside, and you stop outside a room. Inside that room, there's a person lying in bed, a bit older than you, and they are surrounded by family and friends who are all weeping. And you listen to that person, and they are telling the people around them, their family, their children, what they told themselves, why they kept smoking. And they are telling them all the excuses that they gave themselves. They don't sound convincing, do they? Wonder if you know what reasons they told others, told themselves, and I wonder if you can hear how false they are, how ridiculous they sound, that it helped them concentrate, that it gave them something to do when they were bored, and they are lying in that bed, their life slipping away, waste and regret, and their family are weeping. And they weep at their selfishness and stupidity and that they will never come out of that bed. And you wouldn't like to explain that to people who love you and depend on you. And so you close the door on that scene, knowing that it will never happen to you. That those excuses were false, and those beliefs were false. What that person believed and paid for just isn't true. Cigarettes never helped anybody do anything. And you walk away, proud of yourself, determined, and that changes you. You feel something change inside you. You are free to stop smoking now. Every cigarette is a problem. Every puff is a danger. And you can imagine a cigarette in your fingers now. That image of the dying person comes to mind. Every time you think of a cigarette, an image of the dying person appears. The desolation, fear, and anger at the waste, and an image of the family crying, lost, and you can imagine snapping that weak, fragile cigarette and just snapping, crushing it and throwing it away, grinding it into the ground and everything it represents, because nothing will ever make you take that first puff again. That's over with. Because you have the power to change. You know that the only thing that stops you from stopping is an irrational fear. But there is nothing to fear. Giving up cigarettes is simple and direct. You will feel nothing. You will feel nothing at all. You will be able to go through your day normally. And all those things that you used to do will just not be there anymore. You can forget about them. You can forget about the habits. You can say to yourself, repeat this over and over in your mind now. I deserve to be a non-smoker. I can be a non-smoker. I am a non-smoker. I don't smoke. I will never smoke. I am free. I had my last cigarette a long time ago. And when you think about smoking, somehow it seems to be a long time ago, in the past. And whenever you think about a cigarette or smoking, you take the image and move it far away to your left, in your mind. And it all seems such a long time ago, in a different lifetime, when you were a different person. Because you deserve to be a non-smoker. You are a non-smoker. Smoking was never something you enjoyed. And you can tell yourself that over and over with every breath. I never enjoyed smoking. They make me sick. Now I have something else. Now I feel good about myself. I keep my habits under control. I am in charge. I know what I am doing. I know who I am. I am in control. This is easy. I deserve to be a non-smoker. I can be a non-smoker. I am a non-smoker. I don't smoke. I will never smoke. It's all over now. I have stopped forever. I know how to make this work. It's working now. I am a non-smoker now. It's over now. Giving up is easy. Because you have the ability to take charge of your life, you have the ability to decide what you want to do. You have the ability to take a decision. You've already taken that decision, and that has changed your life today, hasn't it? You're a different person. And so now you can look ahead to the rest of the day and see yourself going through your day, going back to work perhaps, and you will have a different behavior, and people will look at you differently. And when they look at you differently, that just reminds you of your decisions and how easy it is and how good you feel. And little things throughout the day and the evening will keep reminding you of how good you feel about yourself, about your decision, and about how other people regard you now. And when you wake up tomorrow, the first thing in your mind will be a wonderful feeling of how good you feel now. And there will be a few moments where your body begins to heal, and maybe you will cough more than you usually do. But these are all signs that you are getting healthy, that you are on your way to fitness, that you will be fit and ready for the next winter, that you will never be bothered by all these again, because those are healthy signs, and you can look out for them, and they'll all remind you of how good this decision is. And they will remind you of the way that you can go through your day and never even think about it. As each hour passes, your resolve, your capability will get stronger and stronger, as it is now. And in your mind, there is that certainty that you will never have another puff. You have had your last. It is over. At last, it's over. And that's really good, isn't it? And you know that you will be successful at this. You've been successful at so many things. Your mother did it. Your father did it. You are doing it. And you have that other dreadful reminder, your grandparents, where you are going to be successful. And you can feel it now. I think that feeling of certainty, of your ability that nothing will sway you, that you're in charge and you are going to go forward to a great success. And you find these words going round and round in your head over and over, all day, all night. I deserve to be a non-smoker. I can be a non-smoker. I am a non-smoker. I don't smoke. I will never smoke. It's over. So now I would like you to think back over all those successes you have had in your life, and all those people with good wishes towards you, and all those people who support you, and all the other things you have learned today. And bring that feeling of success, of certainty, and focus now on your hands, and just become aware of your hands. I don't know whether you'll feel one hand tingling or one hand heavier than the other, or maybe one hand will move a finger, but you will know what has happened, and you will feel the difference that makes a difference. And when you are ready to move, I would like you to signal by allowing your subconscious to move a finger or a thumb that lets you know that you and every part of you has changed forever, and we will just go on. That's fine. That's very good. That tells you that your mind has taken a final decision. By moving that finger, your mind has agreed to do everything needed. You are now a non-smoker. That habit is gone now in the past. That is your guarantee. You know you have finished with this. And so with that certainty in mind, and those phrases going through your head all the time, I'm going to count from 5 to 1. And when I get to 1, you can just come back to the present. Not just yet. When I count from 5 to 1, you will find yourself coming back, and you will be filled with certainty. And all the things we have talked about are so true, and you will just know that you are different now. In many, many ways, and you may surprise yourself at how different you can be. How easy it is, so simple. It's actually simple. And that's another good thing. So counting now. 5, 4, beginning to get feeling back into your hands and feet. 3, beginning to flutter your eyes and shrug your shoulders. Beginning a new life. And 2, you are getting ready for a big stretch, ready to open your eyes, feeling good and smiling. One eye's open, back to the present. How do you feel about a cigarette now? And that's how it will continue. You'll just forget about it. It just won't occur to you. And you will find yourself doing new things, saying, "Oh, okay, I'll do it like that." Your mind will supply this for you. You and your spouse can reinforce each other, and it will be a success.